Good evening, Mayor and Council. Steve Lawrence, Director of Engineering. The next two council agenda items are having to do with funding of our intelligent transportation system. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about the key issues with intelligent transportation. What is ITS? Intelligent Transportation System. This is kind of slow. I'll skip through that. Okay. So the key components of intelligent transportation system is really the traffic signals. So we're going through with this system and updating all of our traffic signals, setting up real-time communications. We have a traffic management center within our engineering department, and we want to be able to have real-time feedback between the traffic signals and our people. That gives us the ability to make quick changes to traffic signals and to do some really in-depth programming on how they work, which it's all to increase the flow. So traffic counting, we can do things like traffic counts without having to actually put personnel in harm's way in traffic, and a lot of other neat features that go along with the advanced traffic signals. Real-time video. So the real-time video, we're installing that on all the new traffic signals that are in the ITS system. It does several things for us. We're able to see what's going on in the field, so we're able to make adjustments. Another really good thing that having real-time video does for us is that many times the crashes are at intersections where we have these video cameras. We're able to use the video of crashes to determine how they were caused and see if there are any safety improvements we can make to alleviate that in the future. Incident management at crash sites. So generally when there's a majority of collisions occur within intersections where we have our ITS equipment. With that, we get alarms in our traffic management center telling us when there is a crash. So we're able to pull up the cameras and see what's going on. So when we see the emergency personnel arriving at the scene, they strategically park their vehicles to kind of make the scene safe for the people that are at the site of the crash. When they do that, it kind of messes with the operation of the traffic signals. And so when we're able to watch it from the traffic management center, see what's going on, see how the traffic signals are being impacted. If we're able to move traffic safely around the crash sites, we're able to do that with the real-time communications that we have from the traffic management center. So that's a real advantage. Construction work zones, that's the other thing that disrupts traffic operations, traffic signal operations. Recently we had some construction south of 33rd on Kelly. So with the traffic management center and ITS, we're able to pull up that intersection, watch what's going on out there, see how the traffic's being impacted by the construction work zones, and be able to modify on the fly kind of what's going on in the field and get people moving through there safely. Special events. So the biggest ones are really the soccer complex with tournaments as well as other sporting events. And of course the Liberty Fest fireworks. So at on Danforth, we have at the Edmond Soccer Club, we have that signal that we're able to control real time and do a lot of programming with our intelligent transportation system. The biggest issue we have there is parking. So getting people actually out of the soccer complex is really the toughest thing to do. But with our ITS, we're able to set up controls so that people can get out, so other people can get in and park. So it really helps that situation. Same with Liberty Fest fireworks. We have two people that spend their evenings when the fireworks are going on in the traffic management center. They really enjoy actually being there and helping everybody after the event to leave. So this year we had kind of the traffic clearing after that event. It cleared kind of in record time. And anybody that was out there or in the area of AC coupling or when it was going off, and were able to get home fairly quickly after that. If you're in other places and you're trying to fight that flow of traffic coming out of there, I've heard about that. But in general, it really helps to kind of clear traffic for major events. Emergency vehicle signal priority. So in Edmond, we've had since the late 80s, 1987, I believe, we've had prioritization for fire trucks. For the larger fire trucks that can't slow down and speed up very quick, they've been given green signals and everybody else red so that they can get through our traffic quickly. We have that for both the large fire trucks and also for the fire trucks with the EMTs that are trying to get a scene fairly quickly. There's newer technology that we have built in with ITS now that allows enhancements of that. Right now, it's pretty much line of sight. So when a big fire truck goes around the corner, it shoots some light at the signal and changes the signals to green. It takes a little while for the traffic to kind of clear out of the intersection. So there are some improvements that we can use based on using GPS to actually locate the real, location of the fire truck and know where they're going and be able to activate signals a little sooner. So some of that's next steps with our ITS system. With that, we can also do multiple levels of prioritization. So we can have different prioritizations for different emergency services, as well as look in the future at rapid transit systems, looking at some sort of prioritization for bus rapid transit and that kind of thing. So those are also on the horizon, which all of the equipment we're putting in now is capable of doing all of this.
Can they do that for funerals as well?
What's that?
For a funeral procession?
Yeah. ITS benefits, really, it's just it maximizes the flow of traffic in Edmond. We can maximize the number of vehicles going through any one intersection or any other geometry in Edmond. It's the best bang for our buck in allowing technology to do that for us. ITS in Edmond, 9 years ago, we installed the Traffic Management Center. 8 years ago, we started the first phase of ITS. So ITS is one of those things that we can get federal dollars for. Federal dollars on construction projects for roads is generally limited to $7.5 million maximum every year. So staff decided to do this in phases to maximize the federal dollars. We're currently just finished phase 3. And so out of our 109 signals, we've got 65% of them now covered by ITS and hooked up live into our system. Agenda items, ITS phase 4. So phase 4 pretty much covers kind of what's shown on the map there. Danforth, some of Bryant, Boulevard, 9th, and 33rd Street east of Broadway. So we applied for this grant a while back. With the prices escalating, the construction is estimated at $15 million. We had gotten a $7.5 million match. We got the maximum we could in federal dollars. We were moving forward with the project, and when the Oklahoma Department of Transportation found an additional $10 million of federal funding, we were in a great position to be able to get more dollars. And so out of that $10 million, we got additional $2.7 million in federal funds. So we've got a total now of $10.2 million in federal funds. So we do have to turn our money over to ODOT pretty quickly on this by the end of the month, but they're going to advertise for bids in October, and so it goes through the state system. So we should see construction of the new signals happening sometime this fall, early spring, probably take about a year and a half to finish this phase. I guess that's it. You got any questions?
I don't have any questions. I have a comment. First of all, thank you so much. Over the last 3 months, I know at least 4 citizens have reached out. You were copied on one this weekend. And you invited someone out to see the traffic system and how it works, and that answered their questions. You've helped 2 neighborhoods by the program. And I've heard back from them, and they're very happy with what's happened. And so I just wanted to thank you and your team for that. and it's proof that this works. And thank you.
Thank you.
And kudos to staff for getting the federal dollars.
Yes.
Do we often I'll hear about somebody who has experienced a crash or maybe a hit and run or a T-bone or something, and they'll be looking for information. How does it work in regards to retention? If an incident happens, is it retained for a few weeks or something? So a citizen, maybe who's T-boned at one of the intersections, they have an opportunity to have access to that in some way as part of the investigative process.
Yeah, I believe access to all that is through the police department. We do retain records for a certain period of time for that, and they have access to those.
And that's what I've generally told people. So I just wanted to make sure that that was correct.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a real big help in determining and helping people that experience something that either they didn't see or can't remember, or all those things. The other thing to reiterate, because I know we get a lot of questions from public, is these aren't speed light cameras. They're not stop red cameras.
Correct.
They're traffic flow devices.
Correct.
A lot of people see those and they think, oh, there's tickets or something being issued, but they're not.
Good question. I like that the system is moving along. We're loving that we're able to get assistance with the dollars that help us get here. I personally know when we have ITS being installed and it's not turned over to us, and then when it's turned over, it's like, wow, this is really nice. This is really nice. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but we do have a website, point of contact. If citizens see signal lights out or malfunctioning, that they can use this website to report an outage, basically, instead of sitting there just wondering, what do I do? There, you can go to the website and report an outage, and staff will get that in.
Correct. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Good. That's all I had, Council. This was discussion we had on item 9B 1 and 2.
I'd make a motion to approve 9B 1 and 2.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Please cast your vote. The item is passed. Thank you very much.